All right. So, what I'd like to talk to you about for Tech Tip Unit 2.3 is how to save and manage your research. So, for this particular paper, the analysis paper, your research is pretty well confined to those 6 articles in the SIRS issue researcher. But when you move on to the paper in Unit 3, the research paper, you're going to have to spend a lot of time and energy organizing your materials. And so I want to start to give you some strategies and some ways to think about that. And the number one thing I can say, and this is across the board with all of your technology skills, is try to create really efficient tools and processes that you can duplicate and that you can keep using in various scenarios. And so this is going to be one set of those tools. So the first thing that want to do is say, you need to have your cloud drive open, and you can go in here and under new, this is where you can create a new Google Doc, a new sheet, a new slide, forms. I've showed you this before, but you can also create a new folder. So I'm going to create one that says Writing 101 Assignments. And then I'll hit create. And then it'll open up that once I'm there, right here. And then in a folder, you're also able to create other folders. And so then I'm going to go in here and I might create, let's say, a folder for, why don't we call this the analysis paper? And I'll hit create. And now I have, so then I could also create one for the research paper, any paper that you might have. Again, it doesn't matter exactly how you organize your files, but have a system that's efficient and reproducible. So I'm going to open up this analysis paper, and I'm going to go back over here to the SIRS issue um, topic of cursive and handwriting that we've been working with already. And I want to show you a couple things. Now, in a lot of these services, you can sometimes log into your Microsoft or Google account, or you can save to cloud, but sometimes these features are a little buggy and they don't work all that well. When they work, by all means, use them because you can dump these documents right into your Google Drive. If they work, great. But if they don't work, I want to show you another trick that works across all of your browsers, or Chrome browser in particular, but I believe it works in other browsers too. So if you hit print, so I'm going to go back, show you that again. I just hit print. You can also use Control P and you pull up a print dialog box. Once this box is up, you can save to your Google Drive, which can be quite handy, but you can also save anything as a PDF, a web page, an article, anything that you end up with on your screen that you want to print, you save as a PDF and you hit save, and all of a sudden it will save file, give you the save file as. You're going to put it in your downloads. You can rename it if you want to. And this one, yeah, that's a little chunky, but I'll leave it for now. I'm going to hit save. And then I go back over here to this analysis paper and I go to new and I go to file upload and I hit file upload and I go to SIRS and I hit open. So what I suggest is when you're working on a paper and you're conducting research, any article that you come across that you think might be useful, go ahead and save it as a PDF and put it in your drive. Once you've done that, you can always come back to it. You can always find it. If you're digging through a big database and you find a couple of articles, you might be like, oh man, a week later, you're like, oh, that article was really good, but where did I find that? How do I get back to it? You need to grab that paper the minute you see it and put it in a place where you can use it. So this service, obviously, it worked in SIRS for us, but it also can work. I did a cursive handwriting search here, and I popped up this article. Let's just a quick click here. An article from India Today. And it's about why handwriting wins hands down. And it goes through and talks about boost learning, motor skill. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe this will be helpful. Control P, bring up that print dialog box, save as a PDF, hit save. My internet's working a little bit slowly, but you get the idea. It'll drop right into my downloaded files, and then I can upload it into my Google Drive. You can also, in some cases, port it right into your Google Drive. So um, go ahead and start playing around with and start getting used to different tools that you can use so that you have all of your articles saved as PDFs all together. And that way, when you jump into actually completing your research paper, it's going to be hassle free when it comes to finding articles that might be useful.